Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Press the subscribe button like this, and then you have to tap the bell icon adjacent to the subscribe button like this, and then you will get the notifications from my channel.
Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this video I'd be explaining about metal arc welding, that is commonly known as shielded metal arc welding or stick welding. So generally we know this as arc welding, but the complete name is shielded metal arc welding or SMAW welding, and it's also known as stick welding because the electrode it is in form of a stick or tubes. So here the general arrangement, here you can see we have a welding machine, either AC source or DC power source along with controls, and one end of the connection it is made to the workpiece, another end it is made to the electrode holder. So this connection electrode cable it goes to the electrode holder. Here we have a consumable type electrode. So here in this figure and this figure you can see this is the electrode. So the electrode material, its consumable type electrode means the material itself it will melt, and this electrode material it will melt and deposit in the weld as a weld bead in the gap, and the weld will happen. So this material it is generally having similar characteristic properties of the base metal on which the welding has to be performed. So how the arc initiation is done, that is a critical parameter to understand. So what happens when we connect the power source to the workpiece and the electrode holder, then initial arc is generated by tapping on the workpiece in order to complete the circuit and then break the circuit. And then we tap the electrode on the workpiece in order to establish the electric current. Then we bring out the electrode up to like 2 to 3 mm gap. So we create a tapping and untapping, means we make a contact, then we remove the contact in order to create a gap. So this 2 to 3 mm gap it's very crucial in order to sustain the arc. Now how the arc is formed? It is formed because the electrons, due to initial forming of the electronic circuit, due to initial circuit, when this electrode is in contact with the workpiece, the circuit gets completed and electron start flowing. But as soon as this tip of the electrode it is brought 2 to 3 mm far from the tip, then what happens, the electrons keep on jumping. So electrons jump from electrode to the workpiece, and during this process they collide with the air molecules that are in vicinity and transfer their energy to the electrons. So this electrons, air molecules gain energy from the electrons, from the high moving electron particles. The air molecules get ionized and form a plasma. Plasma means very high temperature air molecules get formed here, and this increases the temperature in the vicinity, and this vicinity, this is known as molten pool or weld pool. WELD pool, weld pool or molten pool. So what happens, the electrode it ultimately because it's a consumable type, so the material of the electrode it pick up the heat and starts melting. And when this starts melting, so as a droplets, this keeps on depositing in the form of liquid and gets solidified, and finally a weld bead is formed. So here in this figure, so welding is happening from left to right. So here you can see the weld metal is being deposited, and we coat the electrodes using a special type of material known as fluxes. So the outer surface of the consumable electrodes we coat using fluxes. So these fluxes, when they get heat, so they create a shielding gas, so they create a atmosphere. So in order to prevent the carbon dioxide or nitrogen in the atmosphere to react and get into the welding space in order to prevent. So it creates a kind of a moisture, it creates a kind of a envelope surrounding the electrode and the workpiece in order to prevent the foreign particles and foreign gases such as oxygen, nitrogen, etc., which are present in the atmosphere to come into the weld piece, which can affect the properties of the weld bead. So this flux coating serves this purpose. And once the arc is generated, then the main critical parameter is to maintain the arc, because this has to be done manually. So the welder who is performing the welding process has to be very skilled in maintaining the arc, because if the standoff distance, so this minimum gap, if it is varying, then the height of the weld bead, it will keep on varying. So this has to be maintained very carefully as a uniformity. And afterwards, after the weld process is over, the welding material, it is scrapped and it is surface finished using handheld polishing machines. So this was the basic principle and explanation for shielded metal arc welding. So if you have found the video helpful, please guys press the like button, please share it, and please subscribe and press the notification bell if you are new to this channel. I would be seeing you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.